So here in the third part, we are asked to calculate the CDF equation, CDF value fxy of x comma y, which can be obtained by taking the integration from minus infinity to plus infinity for x, and also y between minus infinity to plus infinity, which has to be integrated for the PDF fxy of x comma y with respect to dx and dy. So, but here when you observe the equation of PDF given here, so here for this PDF fxy of x comma y, so here both x and y they are lying between 0 to 1. So here by observing the equation of the PDF given, so you need to decide the values of the integral range for the random variable x and y. So here since x is taking the value either 0 or 1, so here you can say that the integral range for both the variables x and y as 0 to 1. So I'll just repeat it once again. So here suppose if you observe this equation, here you can see that delta of x, delta of y we have. So in the next expression we have x minus 1, delta of y, and in the third term we have delta of x, delta of y minus 1. So here if you observe the whole equation, so here x and y both are taking the values between 0 to 1. So here whenever you will be taking x as 1, so here when you take x as 1, so here some of we are going to eliminate all these three terms excluding the first term. So first term on the bit point 2 delta of x into delta of y bit 2. So here the remaining whatever the three terms we have. So here suppose if you substitute x as 1, so you will be getting delta of 0. So delta of 0 is 0 itself. So here similarly if you observe the third term, here also if you take y is equal to 1, so this is nothing but for y is equal to 1. So here substitute y is equal to 1, it will be giving delta of 0. So here we are going to eliminate these three terms and we'll be considering the PDF equation fxy of x comma y as 0.2 delta of x into delta of y in the calculation of the CDF. So here for that what we do is, so here within this integral range, so as I told x and y both are varying from 0 to 1 here. So here substitute 0 to 1 fxy of x comma y. So it can be substituted as 0.2 delta of x into delta of y. And here its value will be 1, which has to be integrated with respect to x and y. So here 0.2 is constant that you can take it outside, and the integration of 1 with respect to x is x with the limit 0 to 1 and y is y with the limit 0 to 1. So which will be giving the CDF as 0.2. So this is the third part. So for the third part where we are asked to calculate the CDF fx of fxy of x comma y, this is the calculation. So first you need to know what PDF value, what PDF equation it has to be substituted under the integral. And in the fourth part, so we are asked to calculate fx of x comma infinity. So that is nothing but we need to write fx of x. So here this is very simple. It is not like the continuous variable. So here we have written the marginal PDF equation for fx of x, which is expressed in terms of the unit delta function. And in the module 1 itself, I told that. So whenever we'll be expressing the PDF, it will be written in terms of the unit delta function. So whenever we want to express the CDF, so it has to be expressed in terms of the unit step function. So here whatever fx of x we have written here for the PDF, which is in terms of the delta function, so this can be rewritten in terms of the unit step function in order to get the CDF fx of x. So here we have 0.5 delta of x plus 0.5 delta of x minus 1. So here expressing this in terms of the unit step function as 0.5 u of x plus 0.5 u of x minus 1. So that itself gives the CDF fx of x or fx of x comma infinity. So here that is nothing but zero point 0.5 u of x plus 0.5 u of x minus 1. So this is the answer. So for discrete it will be easy. And similarly, can you write fi of y? Fi of y again Bharatha nodi. Same equation. But in terms of the unit step function. Here we have 0.5 delta of y plus 0.5 delta of y minus 1. So here for CDF, it can be written as what? Haley?
0.5 u of y plus 0.5 u of
y minus 1. So that you need to remember ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವುದಿದು ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರೀಟ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಡಮ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದೇನಿಲ್ಲ ಇದರೊಳಗೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಚೆಕ್ ವೆದರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೈ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್. ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? So what is the equation that you need to use? So you need to check fxy of x comma y whether it is equal to the product of fx of x into fy of y. So here fxy of x comma y equation is known to us. It is given. So here fxy of x comma y. So it is defined by this equation. So starting again ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ. So that represents this represents the fxy of x comma y. And also here we have calculated the marginal PDF equations fx of x and fy of y. So take the product of these two. So product ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ it should give the same result as that of fxy of x comma y. ಬರುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Substitute and make the calculation. So here you can write this as, I'll not write the equation for fxy of x comma y as it is already been written. So I'll just make fx of x into fy of y. So which is nothing but the product of 0.5 delta of x plus 0.5 delta of x minus 1, which has to be multiplied with fy of y, which is defined as 0.5 delta of y plus 0.5 delta of y minus 1. When you do this multiplication, here you can see that, so when you multiply this 0.5 delta of y with respect to this whole term, so it will be resulting in 0.25 delta of x into delta of y plus 0.25 delta of x minus 1 delta of y. This is for the first part. Next, when you multiply this 0.5 delta of y minus 1 with all this thing, so it will be resulting in the answer like 0.25 delta of x into delta of y minus 1 plus 0.25 delta of x minus 1 into delta of y minus 1. So if you compare this equation with the fxy of x comma y, whether they are same, fxy of x comma y equation ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಆ equation ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿರೋ equation ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ it should be same ಇದೆಯಾ?
no ma'am.
So when they are not same, so here you can write fxy of x comma y, it is not equal to fx of x into fy of y. So what statement you can make? So x and y are not independent. So like this you need to verify. And similarly you can solve the similar problems on the discrete. So here we have solved fifth one, right? Sixth and seventh are same. Sixth and seventh problems are same. So eighth problem will continue in the next class. We'll take up this problem in the next class. Now all of you can leave the meeting.